Our top 10 most wanted Black Series action figures. Okay, so now that I'm back collecting the Black Series, I think it's time to update my top 10 want list. I did this list about 2.5 years ago. It was actually one figure that I put on the list that I actually made, so that was good. But there's still a lot of characters on that list that haven't been made and made it over to this list. There's some characters on that list that dropped off, and there's new characters on this list that I want. Alright, so Brownie is kind of a little bit disappointed. She wanted me to do the vintage collection first, but I'm going to get to that list later, from the later video. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more top 10 lists. Obviously, we do a lot of toy hunts. If you're new here, you can check out my playlist. I'm doing toy hunts all the time. And, you know, market analysis. My Black Series display is almost there. Well, not quite almost there. I still have to build it. There's going to be a room progress video update in a few weeks. I have vintage collection figures that are going up on the wall. So again, hit that subscribe button and follow this channel. But let's get to that top 10 list right now. So our first character on the list is Yak Face. Yak Face was part of the original Kenner line. This action figure has been made in the vintage collection. I would love to see Yak Face in the 6-inch line. I'm thinking it'll probably be a deluxe figure because of its size. Some people might say, you know, why would they make a figure that has so little screen time? But if Hasbro can make this figure in the Black Series deluxe line, then they can make a Yak Face. And we do need Jabba's Palace creatures and aliens, and we need obviously a lot of skiff guards as well. I can make a whole list of Jabba's aliens and skiff guards, but right now Yak Face is on the list. So let's switch over to the prequel era, and we're gonna start talking about Jedis, all right? They made a few Jedis from Attack of the Clones, but there's a lot more to go. It's time to start making these Jedis. So one of them that's on our list is Shaak Ti. This character has not been in the vintage collection nor Black Series. It's a beautiful character. You know, we need some more Jedis in this line badly. We have a ton of clone troopers and a lot of Mandalorian figures now. It's time to start getting these Jedis out, and Shaak Ti made our list. Now I want to switch over to Sith. Very surprised that this figure has not been made yet. Darth Malgus. So we have got Darth Revan, and in Gaming Greats we got Darth Nihilus, but where is Darth Malgus? Right? The last time I seen him in an action figure was in the vintage collection, expanded universe line. So I have not seen Darth Malgus since then, and this figure would be insane in this scale. I would love to have it, and I think most Black Series collectors and Star Wars fans probably agree on this one. Next figure on this list, I'm probably going to destroy her name. It's Aayla Secura. We need her in the Black Series. We just got an updated version of a figure in the vintage collection, and she's always been a favorite of mine as an action figure and as a background Jedi character. She's beautiful, and I would love to have this figure in the 6-inch line with the rest of the Jedis. I hate his figures in the pipeline, but I've been hearing that for a while now. Hasbro will get it done very soon. A number 5 figure is actually a clone trooper. I know we got a lot of clone troopers, but for some reason, we don't see a lot of Galactic Marine. The last time we've seen this figure, I think, was in the 30th anniversary 3 3/4 line. So we haven't seen this figure in the vintage collection, obviously the Black Series. So it'd be awesome to have a Galactic Marine action figure in this line. They look like snowtroopers from the original trilogy. So I'm a big fan of snowtroopers, and it's on my new updated Black Series list. All right, so that's the first 5 action figures on the list. So let's go with number 6, and that is Clone Wars Darth Maul. We just got a figure in the vintage collection of Clone Wars Darth Maul, and it's a spectacular figure. We'll love to see what they could do in a 6-inch line with the details and on the legs and everything. It's very surprising that we don't have the Clone Wars Darth Maul. I mean, we got him in the Phantom Menace outfit. We got him in the Archive Wave. Clone Wars version would be awesome. So the next figure is going to be Magna God. So there's a lot of prequel figures on this list, but there's a lot of figures from this era that they have not made. I mean, right now they're concentrating on the new shows. Don't forget about the prequels. There's a lot of great characters in this era, and we have an awesome General Grievous 6-inch figure. These Magna Gods would go awesome with General Grievous. I mean, talking about army building and making a great scene. There's a great scene right there that you don't see a lot of. This figure is actually in the vintage collection and made, you know, back in the earlier days, and the figure's going for over $100 right now. So get it done in the Black Series line. Okay, so our next figure we want to talk about is very surprising because we've gotten 2 Ewoks in this line, but it's not Wicket. When I think of Ewoks, I think of Wicket. Probably the only Ewok that I like. So not to make this figure in this Black Series line is very odd. If I was in charge of Hasbro and I was going to make an Ewok, it would be Wicket first. It's very surprising to haven't made him yet. I'm sure he's coming. All right, so our last 2 figures on this list, again, prequel figures, and very surprising they haven't made them yet, and because they're two major characters in the whole entire Star Wars universe. Prequels, Yoda. We got him, two different versions of him from original trilogy. We don't have him in the prequels era, which again, he's the Jedi Master of the whole entire Jedi Order. Why don't we have this figure yet in this line, in this era? Stop repainting different figures. I think a lot of fans would be excited about it and pump more energy into this line. That being said, our last figure on the list is the biggest villain in the entire Star Wars universe. It is the prequel version of Darth Sidious, right? Again, this is the main villain in the whole entire Star Wars universe. And we got him in the in the Return of the Jedi. He's coming back out in the archive wave. The Amazon exclusive Emperor with the chair is going for way over $100 right now. But again, we need a Darth Sidious figure to go with our prequel figures. This is, a great opportunity, again, for Hasbro to put some energy back into this line. And Darth Sidious is he's the main villain in the whole entire Star Wars universe. And we have just one figure of him. I mean, they just made him actually in the Vintage Collection. Original Trilogy Emperor. It's taking so long to get these figures out. I'm not sure why. Okay, so that is our top 10 most wanted Black Series list. Like I said, a lot of those characters have been on this list for a long time. 2 years ago, this was my top figure to be made, and it was made. So I'm hoping that some of these figures are made soon. I think Hasbro needs to put away that paintbrush, stop recoloring, painting clone troopers, and just make some new figures for us. Black Series line's great. I love collecting it. I love collecting Vintage Collection just as much. They're both great lines, but I feel like the Black Series line, there's been a lot of reissues lately. I'd like to see more new characters in this line. If you guys don't mind, in the comment section below, put some of your top figures in there. I mean, everyone has a different opinion. I'd like to see what kind of figures that you like to see made in this line, and hopefully Hasbro gets them very soon. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. The Old One show comes out on Friday. I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are, and I hope you enjoy it. But for now, like always, go get yourself some action figures.